Hey everyone, we're just back from San Diego and I have my winter jacket on because I can't believe the weather here. We were like 87 degrees Fahrenheit, now we've come back to this, it's a little nuts. And when we got back, we had a talk on some of the headlines that are finally hitting some of the papers. Here's today's Globe and Mail, and it's all about, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's all about the costs of goods and talk of inflation and that kind of stuff. So we have that up here in Canada, and we just came back from San Diego where we were looking at some of these properties. I don't know if you can see that or not. But we're looking at some of these properties that just a few weeks ago were $2 million, and they've been now repossessed by the bank, and they're dropped down to about $1.5 million for a 4,000 square feet, 4-car garage. It's right on the water, has 2 boat slips. We're not looking for it for ourselves, by the way. We're just curious. And that got us all talking, and someone asked Nick and I, saying, hey, what's the most important thing you look at when you start to buy investment property? Is it the community? Is it income? Is it population? Is it transportation? And it's really none of those. Although those are all important things, the biggest things that we concentrate on are the vision that we have for the property. You know, so for example, one of the properties that I bought must be almost 10 years ago now. I bought it with Nick, and we bought that property, and I said to myself that this is going to be for my son's university education. And because I had a big vision for that property, when little problems pop up on that property, just this week we had a water leak, the drain got clogged upstairs and the water leaked down into the living room, and we had to take care of that. But when those things happen, it doesn't bother me because the vision that we have for that property is so big that those are just little issues that I need to get through because I have a real purpose for that property. And that goes for all our businesses and all our investing. You know, the vision that we have for what we're doing is more important than the actual activity itself because it keeps us focused. And I see a lot of investors, especially beginners, that don't have the proper vision and goals for their real estate investments. They get frustrated really quickly on a little hiccup on the property, so much so that some investors will just quickly sell a property that they just recently purchased for a loss even, just to get out of it. And the reason that they are you know, dealing with those types of emotions is because they don't have the proper vision. They don't have the proper goals for what they're doing. So before you sit down and do anything, what we've learned over the years, and it's served us well, and maybe it won't serve you, but we can at least share what's working with us, is that make sure your vision's clear for what you're doing, because when you have that vision, it gives you big enough goals, and it carries you through the inevitable problems that are going to pop up with a property or a business or anything that it is that you're doing. It gives you the most amount of patience that you need to fulfill the objectives that you started with. So the patience comes from having a good vision. So whatever you're doing, business, real estate, make sure your vision is crystal clear. That's it for now. Until your next time, I'm going inside. It's cold out here. Until next time, your life, your terms.